first half hour you were at sea, you were going 3 knots in the direction due west. Make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. Next half hour, look at your direction. Whichever direction you're going to come to the second hole out, the second ring here, to represent the second half hour. Then you'll go down to the second row and count your knots, just like that. All right? Now, eventually you're going to run out of pins, right? Yeah. When you run out of pins, 4 hours have gone by. All right? Here's the significant thing about 4 hours on a ship. That's how long sailors work. So half the sailors work for 4 hours, the other half are off duty for 4 hours. Make sense?
Yeah.
So at the end of 4 hours, they switch watch. All right? So they're switching watch all the time. There's always someone working the ship, though. Okay? So, at the end of 4 hours, all the pins are in place, showing the different possible directions you're going and the different possible speeds. The navigator, the guy that can read and write, is going to come look at that board. He's going to write all that information down in the logbook. They take those pins out. So the next person that comes on duty can start over again. Then he's going to go to your map or your chart, and he is going to plot your course. Now he can do that because, now here's a little bit more math, guys. If you know how long you've been on that ship, the amount of time you've been on that ship, and you know what speeds you were going, what do you get? Blank equals rate multiplied by time. Distance. Or how far you've come from England in this case, right? And if you guys know what directions you were going for that distance, you can keep track of where you are in the Atlantic Ocean, and you can find your way 6,000 miles across. Make sense, guys? There you go. You plot it on your chart. Back then, they did have fairly accurate charts that did work well enough for them to find their way across the ocean. That's how they did it, guys. Find their way. They used this form of navigation called deduced reckoning. All right? They call it dead reckoning for short. Short for deduced. But I also heard it called dead reckoning because if you reckon wrong, it's true. If you lose track of any of this stuff, you could get lost. Worst thing that could happen if you get lost is you die. What's your question?
For this, what if that got caught?
If you got caught on something, well, that would be tough.